So, welcome everybody. After seeing all these nice streams of Jan Groenendijk and Wouter Sipma, I felt really inspired to record a video myself as well. So, in this video I wanted to cover one of the best games I've ever played, and to explain you some basic strategies, and yeah, I just really like to show this game. So, this is a game I played against Geert van Aalten, one of the top grandmasters. He's played World Championship twice. The first time he played it in '88 and second time in 1990. And I think for all of his life he has played for the Draughts Club Hussen VBI. And yeah, one of his nicknames therefore is Mr. Hussen. And I played for my club, Heiken DTC. So this game was played in 2012. And yeah, 2012 really was a big year for me. The year before I had played the World Championship and I took 7th place there. But in 2012 I made many big steps forward. I won some big tournaments. First I won the Dutch Championship and then I won Salau Open. But yeah, this game was actually played in January 2012. So yeah, it was a preview of how many good things were to come that year. So let's take a look at what happened in the game. I was playing with the black pieces and we went for this line. And this line I had played before. I had also played it against Vadim Vierny in the World Championship I just mentioned. And in that game it went like this. And yeah, we got into a really quiet position. Both sides have developed these weak pieces, and yeah, the game became really quiet and ended in a draw. But yeah, for this game I had prepared a new move. This move was suggested by Ton Sijbrands, and it's this move, 5-10. So what I do is I win 2 tempos, but the downside is that I get locked on this wing. So yeah, for the next couple of moves, the main theme is whether I can escape this lock or whether these pieces will be locked forever. So I played 11-16, preparing this attack. And yeah, this is what has been seen a lot before, 7-11, and then usually it goes something like this. And what you see here is that white has this nice lock on the black wing. And yeah, generally it's thought that white is a bit better here. But for this game I had prepared a new move. In this position I played 10-14. And in a few moves you'll see the main idea. So it went like this. And now I played 9-14. And this introduces this threat. And white needs to do something about it, and it's actually not that easy to find a good plan. Because after the most logical move, 33-28, I'm able to regroup this way. And here I'm actually a bit better due to this yeah, very nice pyramid in the center. So this is not what white wants. But still he needs to parry this threat. So a couple of years later I played this line again, and Yuri Anikeyev went for this move, occupying both 27 and 29 at the same time, which can be risky. But yeah, it also makes sure that it's hard to escape this lock. So probably this is the best way to play for white. At least in the game I played with him, he got a nice advantage later. So yeah, this might be the best way to play for white. But in the game Geert went for this move, and actually this move is just too passive. I think black is already a bit better here. So I played 7-11, and now I played a very strong move, 28-23, weakening these squares. So white take 2. And as you can see already, white has a bit of a hole in the center. And for the next moves, I will try to find some nice play against his weaknesses in the center. So the game went like this, and here I play a really important move, 18-22. So I weaken this square on 27, and at the same time I occupy the center myself. And the next moves I hope to play 7-12 and go into attack. So actually here he decided to play 33-28, and I already have a nice advantage if I were to play this. And next I can play 12-18, 7-12, 16-21, take to the center, and yeah, build up a strong central position. But I decided, well, I can play this way, but I actually want more. So I decided to keep the tension, and yeah, it worked out perfectly. As you'll see later, I played the move 7-12, and here I can already change back again if I wanted to. But yeah, that wasn't part of my plan, so I played 4-9, a very aggressive move. And here White could try to yeah, to get the game into a classical position by playing this way. So White escapes his lock, and White takes, Black takes, White takes. And if White were to play 3 moves without any interruption, he would actually be better. But yeah, Black is just way too active here. I play 6-11. And in this position I have this really strong move, 23-29, introducing this threat. So yeah, White needs to play this move, and now I create this new threat, and I will simply win the game. For instance, if White changes, I play this, take 2, and now this very advanced piece will win the game. So going back, we had this position, and yeah, basically the game will never become classical. So White played 44, and I escaped my lock. So now it's important White cannot take forward due to this move, and no matter the way which White takes, Black will always win. For instance, this one, take. I will take 4. So White had to take back, and now Black has a really nice central position. He has this strong pyramid, but it's always difficult to know what to do next, especially in my youth. I always knew that I had to build this pyramid, and then I had it and didn't know where to go. But yeah, now I know. So basically what I aim for in the next moves are these 3 squares. I want to occupy 27, 23, and 24. But if I go to 27 now, I would simply lose this piece. So I should prepare this. That's why I played 6-11. And on the next move, I went to 27. So the first part of my plan has already worked. And next I want to try and get control of 24. So the game went like this. I tried to go to 24. And if White were to exchange now, which is actually a pretty logical move because it weakens these squares, it will not really help his cause, because I will attack this piece. He can play, for instance, like this. But I will play 13-19 and 15-20. And soon I will be back on these squares. So I have a really nice position here, and White is in big trouble. So in the game here, try to prepare this exchange. And if I were to play in a normal way, usually you want to increase your center. But if I play 12-17, I'm pretty sure he would have exchanged. And now I no longer have control of 24. For instance, if I play 3-9, he plays this move, and I can no longer exchange. Or he can even exchange to 24 himself. And even though I'm clearly still better in this position, it's probably not enough to win. So yeah, I had to think of a way to prevent this move, and I found a really special move. Because usually when you're in attack, you want to play with your pieces that are very close to the action. For instance, this, as I showed, is very logical. But I played with a piece that's very far away from the action. That's the first reason it's a special move. But the second reason is that usually you want to keep at least one of these 3 pieces on the back row. They can be very strong in the end of the game. But in this case, I played 3-9, leaving all these squares unoccupied. But it's a very strong move. The main idea is, as happened in the game, if we were to exchange, then now I have this really beautiful exchange going to 24, and also developing my weak piece on 15. And as you can see here, all my pieces are nicely located in the center. So I'm clearly a lot better here, since white has all these pieces on the edge. So one of the questions is, why did Geert play this move? Well, it's actually not as easy to find a good move for him here. For instance, if he were to play this move, that's actually the worst he can do. I would simply play 12-17. He has to take 3 to king, so that's no good. And also going to this side will lose. It's always risky to attack a piece, since I can make a free move here. So white needs to take now. And yeah, this is the majority rule. White needs to take 2. I take 3 to king again. So basically, the only alternative he has is this move. And then I play like this, occupying 22 and 24 at the same time. And usually white wants to build this formation to put some pressure on these two squares. But since that's no longer possible, it looks very scary for white. Although he's probably still okay here. At least he can fight. There's this very nice variation. If I were to play like this, now white develops his piece on 45, and here white has a brilliant idea, known only from compositions. White will sacrifice pieces, and now attack 3 of my pieces. But okay, it's my move, so I can prevent taking these 3 pieces, for instance with 1923. But yeah, this loses because he gives away 1 piece and takes 5. And actually, the other way to prevent taking him, these 3 pieces is 9-14, but it loses due to the same combination. Again, give 1, take 5. So also this is no good. So yeah, it seems like I'm in big trouble here. But actually I have this miracle draw with this move. Yeah, this is rather complicated. So if you like, you can look at the variations yourself. So going back, the game went like this, as I mentioned. And black now has this really nice position. So for the next couple of moves, I want to occupy 23 as well. So the game went like this. I go towards 23. Here tries to exchange some more pieces. So now I'm on 23 as well. Yeah, and here he actually made a crucial mistake. As the computer showed, he can still defend like this. It's all rather complicated, and probably only computers can hold this position. But after this move, I find a brilliant move, a move that I'm very proud of. And it's rather atypical because I have control over these 3 nice squares, and usually when you control some squares, you want to keep them under your control, stay there forever. But I placed this very surprising move, temporarily leaving this important square on 27. But actually I had already foreseen that I will return in a couple of moves and come back even stronger. So one of the main ideas is that after this move I attack his piece, and he can do nothing about it. He can play this, I will attack again, simply winning one of his pieces and winning the game. So he had to play a slow move here, 48-42. I played 17-22, and now it's very important after this move I can attack one of his pieces again, preparing to take on the next move. So he had to play another slow move. I waited for one more move, and now I had this really strong idea to exchange one of his pieces in the center and go to this very important square on 27 again. And actually here, I'm completely winning because I control all of these important squares and he has many pieces on the edge. So let's take a look at what happened in the game. So the game went on like this. And here it's pretty important not to take like this, since he would exchange. And now he can prepare this breakthrough. So I took the right way, this way, not winning a piece, but still controlling the center. And here I found another very good move. The logical move, the first move that would come to my mind at least, is 12-18. But this does not lead to the desired result, since white will play like this. And now black has to move. He occupies all these nice squares, but he has to make a move. And, every move weakens the black position here, and black will simply not win. So yeah, here I found a very good move, and the move I always really like to play, 23-29, occupying both of these attacking squares. And usually when you occupy both of these attacking squares, then you'll lose either one of these pieces since they're too far ahead. But yeah, if you can really control these central squares, then usually it's just crushing and really enjoyable. So white tried to exchange one of my strong pieces, but I go there again. And yeah, white made a last attempt to get some counterplay, trying to take my piece here. But I can simply sacrifice one piece. And yeah, now this advanced piece will win the game for me. So this is the position he actually resigned. And I think it's mainly due to this small variation. Here the most easy way to win is sacrificing another piece, making a king. And now I have control over this really nice diagonal. So yeah, since all of his pieces are behind this diagonal, the only thing I have to do is wait. I can go back and forth. And yeah, there's not much white can do. He can sacrifice two pieces. I will simply take. And now I will stop his piece just in time. And we'll win the game. So yeah, this was one of the games I really enjoyed playing. I think I found some very special moves in this game. Like this move is one of the moves I'm very proud of. So yeah, I really enjoyed playing this game, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And let me know what you think of it. Comments are very welcome. Suggestions are welcome. So I hope to see you soon for another video.